Hello to everyone out there. I give you greetings. My name is Gary Kendall. I'm a minister in the Dolphin Star Temple, and I want to greet everyone today who is with us, who is a part of the Dolphin Star Temple. I want to say hello to everyone who's here because they're walking a spiritual path and would like to join us. I'm saying hello to everyone who's just simply seeking a more conscious and spiritual way of living. Welcome to this week's edition of the meditations offered by the Dolphin Star Temple. And I want to give heartfelt thanks to everyone who's made this meditation possible. Thanks to the Dolphin Star Temple for holding the spiritual space for our community and offering these opportunities for us to come together and share our experiences. And if you're interested in the Dolphin Star Temple, you can find out more information by visiting the website dolphinstartemple.org. And I also want to give thanks to the person who's made the biggest difference in my life among all of my spiritual teachers, and that's to Amorah Quan Yin. It's with heartfelt thanks for Amorah Quan Yin's teachings that I am here doing this today, and I can say that my life has been fundamentally transformed by those teachings, and I miss Amorah's presence. She's left the earthly plane, and I would so much like to see her again. I would like to dedicate this meditation today to true oneness. We do this work to bring ourselves into alignment with oneness, both our conscious and our unconscious aspects. In the truth of oneness, we seek to eliminate all separations. And I think that's completely in line with the work that will transpire here during the next hour or so. Our focus for today's work is on cleansing automatic patterns, which are part of our unconscious. And importantly, this involves cleansing which is normally unreachable in the unconscious. You might ask, what can we objectively observe about the influence of what I'm calling automatic patterns in our everyday lives? Well, if you consider how you get dressed in the morning, how you drive your car to the store, how you type messages on your keyboard. Most actions in our lives are built upon patterns of behavior that have become automatic to us. You don't think about how you're driving your car. You don't think about how you get dressed, maybe. And your conscious mind may be setting the direction and making the big decisions, but it's your automatic patterns that are filling in all the steps. And of course, we need these automatic patterns so that our conscious mind is available for other things. Who would want to think consciously about everything we have to do when we're getting dressed? So you might well ask then, how it is that we acquire these automatic patterns. And I think the answer is that you've been building up a library of your automatic patterns from the very, very beginning of your life. The general process is that anything that you master enough and master at the conscious level ultimately becomes automatic and unconscious. You start off life by mastering small behaviors like focusing your eyes and grasping with your hands and maybe making a sound with your voice. And after you master these patterns, they become automatic for you as you build another layer of patterns on top of these. That next layer of automatic patterns might be involved with behaviors that involve mastering the movement of your body. Behaviors like recognizing the things that you see, crawling to reach things, making sounds that affect what appears to happen. Yeah. And as you master these patterns, they become automatic as you build another layer on top of that. That next layer of automatic patterns will probably involve behaviors influenced by other people, behaviors about what you should and shouldn't do according to what is allowed behavior. And gradually you build up this library of automatic behaviors, and it expands to include operating a bicycle, talking with a friend, finally holding a job or maintaining a role in your family situation. I hope this makes sense to you, because this is a fundamental aspect of how we grow during the process of our lives. And it's one that it's a process that becomes invisible to us because we're moving ahead with new layers of understanding and new patterns. So what is significant for us who are on the path of healing is that buried along with many of these automatic patterns are also hidden feelings of tension and anxiety, body discomfort, pain, shame, maybe also beliefs that we would cancel if we could access them. But our library of automatic patterns is a part of our unconscious and very difficult to access with our conscious mind. When we work to clear ourselves, typically of anxieties that affect our daily lives, we often miss our library of automatic patterns because it is so invisible to us. In particular, your parents' teaching styles have had an important effect on you in this way. Of course, your parents' teachings involve a lot of encouraging and correcting from what you undoubtedly picked up with many feelings and hidden messages. At that early age of life, you probably are quite anxious about mastering the needed behaviors, and you worry about doing things right. Otherwise, you wouldn't receive the approval that you're looking for. Feelings are connected to a lot of things that your parents teach you, like tying your shoes, putting on your shirt, or using the potty. Evidence of the importance of the tension and anxiety hidden in our library of automatic patterns is revealed in the huge effect it has on our dream world. And if you're like me or many other healers, it seems sometimes that it's very, very difficult to change the nature of our dreams, because our dreams are filled with events at which we fail. We dream that we try to pick up a cup, but we can't hold on to it. We dream that we try to go to a friend's house, but we get lost and find ourselves in some place that we don't recognize. Maybe we dream that we show up for a party, but we forgot to put on our clothes. Maybe we think that all of this is an acceptable level of anxiety that everybody has, and everybody's dreams are like this. But to be masters of ourselves, ultimately means to be masters of everything that we are, including those parts of us that are part of the mind's unconscious library of automatic behaviors. As Amorah Quan Yin said, "You are already a sovereign master of your own destiny. You may simply have been using that truth haphazardly. Stop and assess yourself and your life choices. Do you move through your days in an automatic way that you have become programmed to do? Do you respond to life in trust and presence, or do you respond as an automaton, doing what it is supposed to do?" Well, for the work that's going to follow, there'll be 4 important stages. As with all meditations, first setting space, and then assessing and accessing the subconscious library of automatic patterns, then cleansing the lowest 3 levels of that library. And after we have done that, we engage in a process of integration. The biggest challenge to us in all of this is making the unconscious library of our automatic patterns visible to us. Our library of automatic patterns is located in the hidden space of the mind's unconscious, but we can ask to see the library represented as a building. You can visualize that the bottom story holds automatic patterns from our first stage of life. The second story then holds automatic patterns that were formed next and laid over top of the first layer, on and on up to the highest story, probably 6 stories or more. In this way, we can access each layer of our automatic processes, our automatic patterns, as a level of the building. So I invite you to close your eyes and visualize this before we get started with the meditation. Visualize a 6-story library building. Imagine that you can enter inside and see the collection of automatic patterns stored as books at each level. Level 1 of the library has patterns concentrated on mastering the workings inside your body itself. These patterns are how the body communicates with itself, one part connecting and communicating with another. Its books are written in the language of body sensations, not concepts or emotions. This stage of body consciousness, with which we are all born, at this stage we have direct awareness of our organs and glands. We don't think about them, but we feel things, and we feel when things are working and not. This level is the foundation of the body-mind connection. Level 2 of our library has patterns focused on mastering the physical movement of the body. Its books are written in terms of bodily patterns of movement, which coordinate tension and release of muscles, still not recorded in words. This is the stage at which you begin to understand physicality. This starts with holding objects, crawling, and walking. You learn to coordinate your limbs so that you simply walk from point A to point B. At this level, we experience the anxiety of succeeding or failing, standing or falling. These feelings become integrated with this level of your library. Level 3 of the library has patterns focused around social behavior. Its books are written in cooperation with other people's expectations of you. This is when shame and disappointment become a part of our unconscious makeup. Much of our anxiety comes in when we try to imitate other people's behaviors that are part of culture and our learning environment. And depending on our parents' style of teaching, we can learn to be comfortable with our imperfections or to feel shame. Today, we'll focus on these 3 layers because these layers are the ones that are most difficult for the conscious mind to access. And we'll consider higher layers, layers 4 through 6, at maybe another day. So now, I'd like to start this meditation with you. I invite you to make sure that you're sitting comfortably. Invite you to close your eyes. And please give your attention to the space inside of you. You are the temple of your own body in which your consciousness is anchored. And ask now that this temple be surrounded by an Antares sphere of oneness. We connect back to oneness. We ask that the temple of our body be contained in the energetic field of an Antares sphere of oneness. And visualize now that everything around you is slowing down. It slows down to the point of coming to a complete stop. Recognize yourself in a space of complete stillness and let everything else go. Turn off all perceptions of the outer world and focus your attention on the light within and around your heart center. Maybe you visualize it as a ball of light. And ask that light within you to radiate an expression of your true self, a vibration that is uniquely your own, the pure essence of who you are. Now visualize that light within you expands. Let it expand to fill your whole chest. Let it expand further into your body. Visualize that it begins to expand all the way out into your auric field until it fills the entire space of your aura. Your aura is your light and your light alone. And now we reach out to the consciousness of all the crystals of the earth, and we ask for a field of divine crystalline sacred geometry to be placed around us. We ask for a field of divine crystalline sacred geometry. And visualize what that field looks like around you. It holds the boundaries of the space around you with the most beautiful structures of sacred geometry. And now ask that that space around you is filled with the energy of the sevenfold flames, the sacred flames of purification and cleansing. Ask that the crystalline sacred geometry and the space around you is infused with the great energy of the sevenfold flames. And now ask that this space also be filled with the light of the seven rays of divine wisdom and illumination. Ask that the light of the seven rays penetrate and radiate throughout this sacred geometry. And by this, we ask to be made in contact with the wisdom and knowledge that's beyond our mind's capacities. The seven rays radiating in the space all around us. And our goal in this work is to liberate ourselves from the anxiety and pain embedded in our automatic patterns. We wish to evolve to a state in which these unconscious influences cease to affect us and hold us back in our spiritual evolution. So it's important that we make a declaration of our intent. I invite you to say, I declare my intention to cleanse my automatic patterns of everything that is an impediment to my well-being and my spiritual evolution. Maybe once more together. I declare my intention to cleanse my automatic patterns of everything that is an impediment to my well-being and my spiritual evolution. And with our intent fully stated and fully revealed to all of our helping guides and spirits, we now move into working directly with the automatic patterns. So ask at this time for the clearest possible vision of your library of the automatic patterns, a vision of it as a multi-story building with each level representing one layer of your unconscious mind. Envision your library of automatic patterns as a multi-layered building. And when you do that, and you ask to see it, how does it look? Are parts of it in disrepair? If so, ask for golden light to fill in and restore the building. Does the facade need cleaning? If so, then ask for roses to pass over it and absorb everything that tarnishes it, everything that darkens it. Look at the library of your automatic patterns this library that's embedded in your unconscious, and bring your library to a state of looking bright and strong. Visualize now that you see a doorway to the lowest level of the library, a doorway where you can enter to move into the building and to stand in the central hallway, surrounded by the books that hold your automatic patterns. This first level of the library holds the automatic patterns of your core body consciousness. It is this level where your organs, glands, and other body parts hold the patterns by which they communicate with each other. This includes, body functions such as the patterns of nourishment, taking in nourishment, patterns for digestion, patterns for elimination. And as you look around you, how do the books of automatic patterns look to you? In this level of the library, do the books look vibrant? Are there books that are old and run down? Maybe you can tell that there are some books missing, some patterns are missing. And are there books that are confused and lost in miscommunication? Take in your impression of how the books of your automatic patterns look at this level of your unconscious mind. Many of these books are essential to your body's normal functions. Other patterns represent misadaptations due to stress or challenging circumstances you were in when you were just a small child. These misadaptations can inhibit your body's ability to heal itself from disease and physical injuries. There are also some healthy patterns that maybe have become inactive. You will call upon healing energies to be placed around the whole of your books collected at this level to cleanse your automatic patterns. And so let's begin. Ask for a field of golden light to surround and penetrate all of the books around you at this level. Visualize that this golden light is of such purity that it cleanses the books of their dark energies that have accumulated around your body's core communications. Golden light, penetrating everything at this level of your unconscious. And to continue, ask for a field of the threefold sacred flames to surround and penetrate your books: the blue flame, the golden flame, and the pink flame. Visualize that the threefold flames penetrate the books in order to cleanse your automatic patterns of pain and discomfort, to cleanse the patterns of all the remnants of pain and discomfort that you've accumulated with them. Let the threefold sacred flames do their work. And finally, we ask for a quantum transformation grid to dissolve away the books that are harmful to your body's health, because there are some automatic patterns that you don't need. They are no longer serving your needs. Maybe they were mistakes, misconnections from the beginning. But we ask for a quantum transformation grid around this whole level of the library to just dissolve away everything that's not needed. And we can ask for a key quantum transformation grid to help fill in all the spaces where books are missing. And this restarts, reinvigorates our body's capacity for self-healing. We have cleansed and purified this level with golden light, the threefold sacred flames, a quantum transformation grid, and a key quantum transformation grid. And before we leave this level, let's create a new pattern by conscious choice, by the choice of our conscious mind to add something to this level of our unconscious functioning. Envision for yourself a symbol of a perfectly functioning inner body system, a symbol that represents perfect health, represents a body that communicates its needs from one part to another, that works as a master matrix of unfolding health. Think of a symbol for that kind of health. And find a place in the hallway, in the central hallway there, to install that image, that pattern. And in this way, it becomes an inspiration for all the books at this level to come up to this level of mastery. And visualize now that there's a stairway leading up from the first level where you are to the second level. And visualize that you walk up the stairs to stand in the central hallway of the second level of the library, surrounded by your books. This is a level that holds the automatic patterns that have to do with the interactions of your body with the physical world. Many of these patterns are essential to your body's normal activity, patterns of tension and release, motion toward a goal, overcoming obstacles. These patterns can also hold memories of trauma and stresses experienced in the physical world, including failing to reach goals and being stopped by obstacles. The patterns holding these memories can inhibit your physical capacities later in life. It can also limit your feeling of moving about the world. Psychologically, these show up as blockages and limitations imposed on your life. So look around you now at the books at the second level of the library. And how do these books of automatic patterns look? Are they vibrant, healthy? Are there some books that are old and run down? Are there obvious places where some books are missing? And if there are some books maybe holding frustrations, holding some of that physical pain. Again, we will call upon healing fields of light to be placed around this whole level of our library to cleanse these automatic patterns. So first, again, we ask for a field of golden light to surround and penetrate all the books of automatic patterns at this level. Visualize that this golden light is of such purity that it cleanses these books of dark energies that have accumulated around your body's activities. Cleansing. And when you're ready, ask for a field of the threefold flames to surround and penetrate all of the books at the second level. The threefold flames, blue, golden, and pink. Visualize that these threefold flames penetrate these books in order to cleanse automatic patterns of fear that you've picked up in physical activity. The sacred flames to cleanse these books and patterns of fear. And also too then through these books to cleanse and remove all patterns of fight or flight reactions. Fight or flight reactions that are stuck in our bodies and unreleased. These are physical patterns of reaction that we often hold on to and we don't need to hold on to. So to remove all of the patterns that are stuck in fight or flight reactions, we call upon the sacred flames to help us release all of this around our patterns. And we call upon now a quantum transformation grid to dissolve all the books that limit our ability to move our bodies freely. A quantum transformation grid to dissolve the books that impede us. And we ask for a key quantum transformation grid to fill in the spaces where books are missing. the golden light, the sacred flames, the quantum transformation grid and the key quantum transformation grid. They all do their work. Look around you now to see if the books at this level have regained their look of vigor and health. A library should be a thing of beauty, and the level of the library that holds your body's patterns of motion should be like a ballet school, filled with beautiful ways of moving the body. So with that in mind, let's ask for the chance to create a new pattern, to add something to this level by our conscious design. Envision for yourself a symbol of your body moving freely and perfectly. A simple symbol for the physical body. Hold that symbol in mind. And when you're ready, install that symbol in the central hallway at this level of the second level of the library. Install it there as a sign of what every pattern at this level of the library should be aspiring to achieve. Visualize now that there's a stairway leading from the second level up to the third. Walk up the stairs and stand in the central hallway of the third level, surrounded by the books that hold your automatic patterns. This is a level that holds automatic patterns created as aspects of social behavior. These patterns hold aspects of other people's expectations of your behavior. So this is a level at which you typically have made an agreement with yourself to act as people expect you to. And it's at this level of our development when shame and disappointment become part of our unconscious mind. How do these books of automatic patterns look to you on level 3? Reach out and feel what they're like. Are they vibrant and happy? Are there some books that are old and run down? Are there some books full of what blocks you in your life? Many of these patterns are essential to our participation in normal life. Other automatic patterns retain memories, maybe memories of punishment and shame, most often experienced with your parents. The patterns holding these memories can inhibit your emotional capacities, also limit your self-confidence. Psychologically, these show up as patterns of shame and disappointment in your life. And we will call upon the healing fields to be placed around the whole of your books collected at this level and to cleanse these automatic patterns. So once again, ask for a field of golden light. Ask it to surround and penetrate all the books with all the automatic patterns at this level. Visualize that this is a golden light of such purity that it cleanses your automatic patterns of dark energies that have accumulated around these social behaviors. And when you're ready, ask for a field of the threefold sacred flames to surround and penetrate all the patterns in all the books. Visualize that the threefold flames penetrate these books to cleanse the automatic patterns of shame and disappointment. Threefold flames, purifying, cleansing, releasing all heavy energies. And so finally, we ask for a quantum transformation grid around all the books and patterns at this level of the library. And we ask it to dissolve away all the books and patterns that limit your ability to feel relaxed as yourself in social behaviors. And we ask for a key quantum transformation grid to fill in all the spaces where books are missing. And so it is that we can transcend the experiences that we encountered as young children that tried to teach us shame, that embedded disappointment in our natures. And at this important level in the unconscious, to dislodge these feelings and release them as unnecessary to our lives. And finally, let's plant a seed of a new pattern. If you would, envision for yourself a symbol for yourself being free and harmonious in all of your social interactions. Yourself a person who is free of all shame, free of guilt, free of self-doubt. Hold that image in your mind. And now we give it to this level of the library. Ask that image be implanted in the lobby of the 3rd level of the library. And you can turn around now to walk down the central staircase, to go back out the front door, and to exit the library of your automatic patterns, to exit this space of your unconscious mind. And when you're outside, turn around and look back. As Amorah has taught us, you are the sovereign master, and you are the sovereign master of this library of all of your automatic patterns. This is a part of you that you can take control of. And so let us ask for an Antares sphere of oneness to be placed around the whole of the library. To bring everything contained there into better and better alignment with the oneness. And know that you do not have to live your life with separations in your unconscious mind. Now, having completed this work, it's time to return to the temple of your body, to the temple of your body where your physical body is located. Return to your room and the sacred space that you created at the beginning of this meditation. When you're ready to begin to move your body, to open your eyes, and give thanks first to yourself. Thanks to yourself for taking this opportunity to change the inner workings of your unconscious mind. And we give thanks to all of our guides and helping spirits who've been with us here during this work. We receive their love and we give love back. So be it. Okay, I think that's the end of our work for today. I hope that this is something that you find useful. I know I've been doing this work for some time and I find it very profitable to repeat this, to get it to the automatic patterns to a purer and purer state. So I wish you well, and I'll see you again in 2 weeks when I'm doing another one of these meditations for the Dolphin Star Temple. So with much light and much love to each of you. Bye-bye.